I'm going to switch my logo here to personal work. Look at that. Something that has not been on any of my paint casts yet. And I'm going to set this bad boy right here. A little bit of Ashton Durst. Work on him tonight for a few minutes, and then I'm going to take my wet palette and change it out. What are the top washes that I recommend every painter have in their collection? Well, I use a lot of P3 Armor Wash. I use a lot of the Army Painter Strong Tone, Soft Tone, and Dark Tone. I must have like 4 or 5 bottles of that sitting in my cabinet right now. This stuff is great. Use it a lot. I use a lot of the Secret Weapon miniature washes. Soft Body Black I'll use a lot. I'll also use their Armor Wash as well. And then I also have got a lot of washes of various colors from various projects that I've worked on. So I think anytime you start a new painting project, you know, say you're going to paint blue Signar, in addition to those washes that I just recommended, pick up some blue washes as well, a couple different shades of blue washes, so that way you can experiment with them while you're painting and see if you can find a way to, you know, speed up your paint scheme or something like that. So yeah, when I first someone posted that I decided that the rules on Durst were better than I thought. Yeah, I did. When I first picked him up when I was at Lock and Load and took a look at the card, I wasn't overly impressed. But as I've kind of theory machined it out a little bit and reviewed his card a little bit more, I'm actually kind of playing, and I'm hoping to catch a game with him later this week, my first game with him. So I'm going to run him Jack Heavy. The list that I'm looking at, the battle group, is 2 Reckoners, a Vanquisher, a Templar, a Redeemer, and a Devout. I think I might drop the Devout. I haven't decided yet, but it's a pretty big, nasty wall of jacks. So I think it's going to be some fun. So let me tighten in here on him a little bit. So I've got most of the white done on him, I've got most of the blue done on him. I was spending a lot of time yesterday on the shield, getting that all finished. So that's probably where I'm going to keep working right now. I just poured some Scale 75 Negro Gold, and just working on the trim here. It's actually the first Menoth model of my own that I've been working on in quite a while. I haven't made anything or painted anything new for Menoth in quite some time. I still need to get my second Reckoner painted, but we'll see how soon that happens. took my Menoth Army with me to lock and load, and it was fun playing Menoth. It had been a while since I'd sat down and got a few games in with them. Played a lot of Harbinger, played a lot of Krios, P. Krios, and I think I kind of decided that I think I'm done with P. Krios for a while. I've been playing Menoth for a year and a half, maybe 2 years, somewhere around there, and pretty much have dropped Krios probably 80% of the time that I've been playing. I played him a lot. I'm not particularly good with him, I'm not particularly bad with him. I mean, I'm not particularly good at this game anyway. But I think I just kind of decided while I was at lock and load that I'm ready to try some new casters. So Krios is fun. Have a great time with them. Pop and drop is a thing. But let's see what else Menoth can do. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. I have subscribed to the Scale 75 Facebook page, and they announced today, which was exciting, that soon, they didn't have a date to it, but soon they're going to be selling their paints, all of their paints, individually. Right now they sell them in just the box sets. That's the only way you can get them. But they are going to be making some changes, they said. And one of those changes is allowing the paints, or arranging for the paints to be sold in individual bottles. So that is something very exciting to me, because you take this color here, Negro Gold. I have used the heck out of this color, and while the rest of the set that I purchased is almost full, this is probably getting close to the half full mark. So it'll be nice to be able to resupply just the one color instead of having to buy a whole box. Some people were saying I should show off my Menoth Army. If you go onto the Privateer Press forums, I have a thread that I've been updating on a semi-regular basis, and it's I think it's called a Menoth Whip and Teal. Whip, W-I-P, work in progress. And I've been fairly consistent with updating that thread, and everything that I've completed in the Army I've posted in that thread, so you can always check out that link if you want. Also, I think on my Facebook page I have an album of my Menoth Army, so you can always check that out too. Alright. That shield's about lined. Let's see here. Some of these other parts blocked in gold. Alright, I think I'm just going to finish up some of the filigree on this shield and then wrap it up for the night. I just noticed what time it is, and I've got to be to work pretty early tomorrow morning. So I have put all the black lining around all this filigree. So at this point it's just kind of putting the gold on the high spots. That was one thing that style-wise that I was going for with my Menoth Army, is I wanted it to have a very almost a cartoony anime cell shading type look to it. So I wanted the black lining to be really strong. So I've made sure and use a really solid black for everything, and really trying to keep that separation between the colors prominent with that black lining. I have to clean up a couple spots before I call this model done. Alright. Man, I gotta figure out how to turn that screensaver off. That's gonna bug the hell out of me if I don't figure that out. But I suppose for my first debut stream with this equipment, not too bad. Picture quality is certainly better. If I can figure out why I was echoing at the beginning and correct that sound issue, I think I'll be sitting in a good spot as far as this little PaintCast goes. Sure has been fun doing it. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. And I should be back to my weekly, once a week schedule again too from now on. It was a little crazy right there, right around Lockable, finishing my entry up. If you haven't seen the pictures of it yet, make sure to head over to my Facebook page or on the Privateer Press forums and check it out. Mullet Karn turned out pretty cool, if I do say so myself. It was quite the learning experience. Alright. See, this is what happens when I get to paint my own stuff. I say I'm going to stop, and I keep saying, oh no, no, let me get this one spot. Oh no, 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 let me get this other spot. Much rather be doing this all day than going to work. Well, no, let me do one other thing here. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Alright, I'm really calling it done now because I need to go to bed. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. I will be on next week. Next week we're going to have some finishing up some of Eric's cricks. They are going to be probably the last paint cast on those guys. That's the Death Jack, Denegra, and the Epic Asphyxius conversion. So those guys will all be wrapped up in the next episode next week. Also, the other thing that we're probably going to start next week too is look at that, Imperatus, without his shoulders and his big super fins on the back though. So this guy's going to be done up in that gray and orange scheme that I was doing on Assyria a few weeks ago. So he's going to look pretty cool with that one. So we'll hopefully be working on that one too next week. And then of course we'll be finishing up these two models, the Goritzi from Wrath of Kings. Not sure if we're going to start that right away next week or if it's going to be put off till the week after. We'll just see how it goes. And of course we've got Bradigus to finish too. So lots of stuff going on, guys. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Take one last look at the chat real quick to see if there's anything else that, any other questions that I missed. Looks like, did you make that base or is it resin? I think Jolak was referring to the base that Durst is sitting on. That base, actually, I'm going to be doing a 5-minute review video here in about a week on those bases. They were given to me as a sample, and I'll be showcasing those a bit more, so watch out for those. I don't want to spoil it now. Krugen is asking, have I ever heard of Kevin Dallimore? No, I have not. Feel free to email me though if you've got questions about him, or if you feel that's someone that I should be partnering with, as far as another painter or something like that. I'm always interested in meeting other painters. So anyway, guys, thanks for being on. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you guys next time. If you have any questions, make sure to email them at redmodeling@gmail.com, or you can check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/redmodelingpainting. Take care, guys. We'll talk to y'all later. See ya.